Hi, my name is Jim, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate some of the triggering and gating capabilities of the Agilent 53230A counter as they apply to time interval measurements. If we take a look at the oscilloscope, you can see that currently we are measuring a 500 kilohertz square wave with a period of 2 microseconds. If we look back at the counter, you can see that we are also making that measurement, a frequency measurement of 500 kilohertz. We can also make a period measurement of that same signal by pressing the period soft key. And as you can see, we have a much more accurate measurement using the counter of the period of the input signal. For the purposes of this demo, what we want to do is make a period measurement in terms of a time interval measurement and emphasize the gating and triggering capabilities of the counter to accurately make the measurement. The first thing we're going to do is begin by configuring the counter for a time interval measurement. We do that by first presetting the instrument. Then after the preset is complete, we will go ahead and select the time interval function using the time interval key, followed by the time interval soft key, the time interval channel selection. In this case, we will select 1-to-1 because we want to make a single channel time interval measurement. Once that is set, we want to go ahead and look at our stop conditions on the stop channel, which again is the same channel. You'll notice that the stop slope in this case has been set to negative due to the instrument preset. If we pan back over and look at the scope, what this current condition will give us now is that we will start a measurement beginning on the rising edge and then stopping on the negative or the falling edge, which will only give us measurement of half the period. We are interested in measuring the full period or the time interval of one period of the input signal. To do that, going back to the counter, I am then going to go ahead and change the stop slope from negative to positive. Once my configuration or once my measurement is set up, I can then go ahead and set my triggering and gating parameters. Triggering, I will go ahead and press the trigger key. I will set the trigger source to manual. This will suspend triggering until I issue a manual trigger by pressing the trigger key again. To set up my gating parameters, I select the gate key. I will set my gate source to advanced. And in this case, I'll be interested in the settings of the stop menu. Note in the stop menu that I have a gate hold off of none. That means that the gate will go ahead and close once the conditions of the input signal have been satisfied in order to close the gate. If I go ahead and make a measurement now, you'll see the impact of not holding off the gate close. I'll press trigger to make a single measurement. And as you can see, we're making a measurement that is much, much shorter than the period of the input signal. Looking back over at the oscilloscope, what we're seeing is because of the conditions and not having a gate hold off, we are both opening and closing the gate and making the measurement on the same rising edge of the input signal. What we want to do is to be able to delay the gate closing using a gate hold off until that we pick up the next rising edge of the signal, therefore giving us a period measurement. To do that, I will go back and using the gate key and the stop menu soft key, I will set a hold off source from none to expressing it in terms of time. I will go ahead and accept a 1 microsecond default time as a gate hold off, pressing trigger again, and there is my accurate and correct measurement of 2 microseconds. Again, if we pan back over to the scope, what we have done by setting the gate hold off is we've prevented the gate from closing until the conditions of the close, which are the positive edge, have been satisfied, those occurring on the next rising edge, therefore giving us a measurement of the signal period.